What's up, you guys? So last night, Mariah Huq went live with All About the Tea. Shout out to Monica from All About the Tea. And Mariah had a lot to say about a lot of things. I shared with you what she said about Dr. Jackie getting dragged online by her patients. And also, I wanted to share with you what she had to say about Phaedra Parks. Now, I don't know what Phaedra did to her to have her calling Phaedra the head doctor and saying she needed her own show like Law and Liars or Parking Lot Lawyers. I don't know what it is between the two of them, but I want y'all to hear what Mariah had to say about Phaedra being cast on Married to Medicine.
Wait a minute, say the last part again. What are my thoughts on Phaedra joining the cast, and what else?
They had a whole funeral scene. Phaedra, she's a funeral director.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my thoughts on Phaedra joining the cast of Married to Medicine is, girl, get you an easy coin, because that's what it seems like it is. I don't understand the connection or parallel unless she's representing one of the ladies in in the malpractice situation. I don't understand the connection. She's not married to medicine.
Married to a vomit pool.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. I
Married
don't
to the
understand.
mortuary.
I believe that Phaedra is good for TV. I believe that she's shown that. And I think she deserves something in Law and Liars, or I like to see her on on Housewives of Atlanta in the parking lot doing her law with the criminals in the car. So parking lot lawyers, I don't know. But I think that, she's great for TV, but I'm not sure that, I don't know. I can't believe, I just don't understand the connection there. But you know what? She came through. She came through, and she is known as the head doctor, she said.
Oh, Lord. So, no, you did not.
She puts another spin on the doctors, and it shows what these doctors on the show, how they want to be affiliated. So, hey, more power to her. But she better get a cute, quick coin. I ain't mad at it.
And there you have it from the queen.
Now, on the second part, what did you ask me about the casting part?
What were your thoughts on that? I mean, in the church and the funeral and Quad popping out of the casket, it was just so dramatic.
I thought that was horrid. I thought, like I said before, it was a different depth of desperation on everybody involved. I think it's so much real stuff going on in the world. Like for me, I've been to 4 funerals within the past month and a half, and I cannot imagine pretending to be at somebody's funeral, and I cannot imagine someone asking me to get out of a casket. And I can't imagine being friends with somebody that would actually get in a freaking casket for a coin. It is not that much money, that much fame in the world. It's not worth it. And that's what I would say to Quad. I would have said, girl, you need to tell them people kiss your rooted to, like, for real. I don't think that was cute, funny, entertaining, and I was disappointed that those ladies would sit there and participate in it. Especially the doctors who see, sick patients and deal with death on a daily basis. I think they can play about a lot of things, but I don't think death should be one of those things that they play with. I can't imagine somebody asking me. I cannot imagine them asking me to lay in a casket. You could be casket sharp without being in a casket. I just think that I hated that for Quad. That's not the Quad I knew. That wasn't the Quad. That's not the Quad I knew. She would never let anybody make her feel that low. She has to go to the depths of hell and purgatory and lay in a casket. Oh no, she don't need that chick. It's time to move on. No, you don't need that. If they're gonna make you do that. And then when you think about what they were doing, not only was she laying in a casket, she was laying in a casket. She thought it was a resurrection. They were comparing it to a resurrection, which I thought was horrible too. But she thought it was a resurrection, but it was a true death to them. They were
really
killing her off the show. You think about it in the big scheme of things, it was all hooked up.
Yeah, it was truly her funeral and her death off the show.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. But she didn't have to do it. She didn't have to do it, and I cannot believe she did.
Yeah. Well,
I just cannot believe she did.
it was desperation. She was desperate for her job, you know.
But listen, she talks about, honey, Miss Quad's very busy and got cute coin. Like, you don't need, this is not, all money ain't good money. And if it gets to that level where someone wants you to do something that bad, because it's that bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that for her, and I didn't like them asking her to do that. I didn't like them participating in that. I thought it was all BS. I thought it was horrible. And then I think even for her, just knowing some of the things that she's went through, not even as her friend, but just hearing about everything this young lady has went and the death she's really faced. It give me goosebumps just thinking about the fact that she actually getting the goddamn casket. No, that's not funny. Like, for real. Like, no, that's horrible, man.
Yeah.
They don't ever, and then want to say, I made her feel less than. No, don't let anybody minimize you to that place where you feel like you have to do anything for a check. It is a cute check. Let me be very clear. And it is an amazing check. But all money ain't good money. You don't have to sell your soul. Like, that's crazy. And she's better than that.
Yeah.
She is. I like to think so.
Now, I'd like to ask, what do you want your fans and viewers to take away from this interview? And what do you want them?
All right, you guys. So I told you Mariah had a lot to say about Phaedra being on the show and that funeral scene with Phaedra and Quad. Phaedra brought something to the show, a certain level of fakeness that we're not used to with Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine has always been a very authentic show. And I think with Phaedra being on the show and not actually being married to medicine or even really dating a doctor, I think she brought a certain level of fakeness and phoniness to the show. The same with that scene. I do agree with what she had to say about that scene. But y'all leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what Mariah had to say about Phaedra Parks being cast on Married to Medicine. And while we're sipping tea, let's talk about some real tea. Let's talk about your tea. 2024 is quickly approaching, and it's that time of year when we start laying out our plans for the next year. And if your plan includes starting a business, continuing to run a business, or using social media at all for business, and that includes you content creators, I want you to download my free ebook. It's called The Pink Print, and it's a 30-page guide to YouTube in 2024, because you're definitely going to need YouTube in 2024. The link is in the description box and the comment section.